Hello and welcome to my business studies class students. Today we will start a new topic of chapter 1, objectives of business. Objective of business are of two types. The first one is economic objective and the other is social objective. Economic objectives, students, are directly related with money, because a businessman objective is to earn money. That is his prime objective. And now we will read what are the economic objective. The first economic objective is profit making, because students, profit is a backbone in a business. Without profit there is no survival of a business in long run. If a business want to survive for a long time, then the firm has to create profit. If the firm is not earning sufficient profit, then there is no assurance of firm's existence. There are two approaches of profit making. The first one is maximization of profit and the next is sufficient profit. The firm has to adopt sufficient profit approach, because if the firm go for maximization of profit, then the firm cannot survive for a long time. Because if the firm want more and more profit in very less time, then customer will not go with them. So firm has to earn profit in a sufficient way. Then the next point is innovations. Innovation means something new. Something new means our customer wants something new products time to time. So if a businessman wants to remain in the market, then he has to provide something new in his product time to time. Students, you have seen this thing in your daily routine life. Students, आपने देखा होगा, for example, a Lux soap. Lux soap, there are so many ranges in the Lux soap. There is a pink color, green color, and sometimes the company tries to change its outer cover also, because if the outer cover is changed, more and more people attract towards their product. So innovation has to make in the product for attracting the more and more their existing customer and potential customers. Potential customers are those customers which can buy their product in future, right student? Now the next point is creation of customer. Creation of customer means the firm has to create customer for their product. If the firm is not having customer for their product, then there is no possibility of the firm existence in the market. Without customer, we cannot survive in the business. The firm has to attract more and more customer towards their product, towards their business, by providing them good product, by providing them quality product at the fair prices, or by the good sale services, and after sale services also there. So the main point for the firm is to create customer. For creation of customer, sometime firm can apply different policies to sell the product. By this they can also create the customer. Sometime you have heard discounting policy, that is also for the creation of customer. I think the 3 points are clear to you students. I think that these 3 economic objectives are clear to you. The first one is profit making, the next is innovation, and the third is creation of customer. Now we will move to the social objectives. Social objective means the company, the business has to work for the society, for the community also. What are these objectives? The first one is high quality goods. As I said earlier, if the company want to survive, want to remain in the business for a long time, then the company has to provide the goods very good, means high quality product. No adulteration should be there. If the products are adulterated, then the firm's existence is not assured, right? If the firm want to remain in the community, in the society for a long time, then the business has to give the good quality product at fair prices also. Prices also matters a lot for the customers. The next is fair return to investors. Investors, students, are those people who give money to who invest their money in the business. Because of their monies, the business works smoothly. If the investors not invest their money in the business, then the business has to face financial crisis. Then it is the responsibility of a business to give them good return. For example, shareholders are purchasing our shares. For purchasing the shares, in the consideration, we have to give them proper dividend. If we are not providing them sufficient dividend, proper dividend, then they will feel frustrated and take their shares back from us. And if the firm want their investors in their firm, then they have to provide good return to them, right? The next is providing employment. Employment, students, it is a very big problem for our country. If we are doing business, then it's our social objective to provide good employment to the peoples. If they provide employment to the peoples, then this thing can sort many other problems. If the peoples have job, then this thing will improve their education system. This will improve their standard of living. By providing the employment, we can work for many other factors also, right, students? These are the social objectives. The first one is high quality goods, fair return to the investors, and providing employment, right, students? These are the objective of business. Two types we have already studied: economic objective and social objectives. Now we will move to the next point: role of profit in business. Profit is the backbone of business. If we are not having profit, then it is not easy for a business to stand and survive. And now we will read this point in some more topics. The first one is for long survival. If we are having profit, then it is easy for a business to work in long time. If we are not having profit, continuously we are earning loss, then it is not easy for a business to work with the losses. If we want to survive, if we want to work in the long run, then profit plays a very important role in this, right, students? Now we'll move to the next point: for increasing efficiency. And effectiveness. We have studied this 2 point in our previous lecture. Efficiency, if we want to increase our efficiency, then for increasing the efficiency, profit plays a very important role. We can understand this point by a journal example, students. Suppose in first exam you got a very good marks. This good marks motivates you to work hard for the next exams also, right? The same thing is here. If the profit is a motivator, profit is a booster, but with this booster our efficiencies will increase, right? I think now this point is clear to you. The next point is for building prestige and recognition. Everybody wants their name, fame in the society. You know very well. Many brands are there like Adidas, Reebok, Puma. Why people know this? Why these brands are very popular? Because they have a very good reputation in the market, because they are providing quality products to the consumers. If we want our reputation, our prestige, if we want recognition in the market, then we have to work for it. If our firm is earning huge profits, then our company's prestige will remain in the market. Then that means profit, with the help of profit, our prestige and recognition will build in the market, right? The next point is for rapid growth. Students, profit means money. If we are having money, then only then we can improve ourselves. Only then we can work for the future. If we are not having profits, if we are having losses, that means we are not having money. If we are having profits, that means we are having money. And with this money, we can expand our business. We can get the growth. That means profit help us to get the rapid growth. Right, students? The next is for earning more profit. Students, आपने सुना होगा, we can earn money with the money. Right? That means if we are having profit, we can invest this money in some new projects and get some more profit. Right? With the help of profit, we can earn some more profits. Students, these are the role of profit on our business. If we are continuously earning losses, then there is no long survival of business. That means profit is a prime factor for the firm's survival. Right, students? Then we will move to the next point. Classification of business activities. Classification of business activities means business is equal to industry plus commerce. Industry plus commerce, now we'll explain these two terms. Business means buying and selling of goods and services in order to earn profit. Business has a wider scope. In business, we have industries plus commerce. Industries means where we can convert raw material into finished goods. Right? And the commerce is that term, with the help of commerce, we can remove the difference between the buyers and sellers. Commerce is like a bridge who remove the hindrance between the buyer and seller. Right, students? Now I will explain the types of industries. Students, there are 3 types of industries: primary industries, secondary industries, and service industries. The first is primary industries, secondary industries, and service industries. Primary industries are subcategorized into 2 parts. The first one is genetic and extractive. The first one is genetic and extractive. Today I will explain only the points. Their explanation will in the next class. Secondary industries are subcategorized in manufacturing industries and constructive industries. And the service industries are subcategorized in 5 parts. The first one is transport. The second is banking, insurance, advertising, and warehousing. Students, this is the types of industries. I think enough for the day. We will discuss in detail in the next class. Thank you, students. Bye-bye.